Good morning, everyone. Let's see, what's today? September 12th. Can we remember this? Imagine that this many days have went by for the year. Before you know it, it's going to be Christmas. So good morning to Christina and Carol and Marby for coming and showing up today. How wonderful is that? Because today we're going to do messages. So let's work together. And we're going to set our energy of protection. And then we'll start with Mother's messages with everybody. All right. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free. From all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name, till I am one with the violet flame. Beloved, I am presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. Beloved, I am presence bright, round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I'm calling forth the violet fire to blaze, to all desire, keeping on in freedom's name, till I am one with the violet flame. We reach out to the great central sun, calling forth Lord Gautama Buddha and his beautiful protective blue flame to come down around all of us and around our white tube of light, 4 inches thick, protecting us from all that is not of light, that only love may enter. And take a breath. Excellent. And we'll call in Mother and Father to come deep within our hearts as we say our mantra. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And we'll say it again. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. So I'm curious to hear if anyone really enjoyed the lifting in consciousness from our teaching yesterday. Has anyone attempted to do it on their own, or were you there? All right. I know it takes a while for it to print it and then for it to show up. So, messages have always been an important part of the journey because sometimes it has an ability to bring to you things you hadn't thought of yourself. Good morning, Elena. She feels stuck in her love life also. And Sandy, good morning. So Sandy, if you would like a message, I would like for you to ask for one. So I was speaking about messages. And the interesting thing is all the different ways that messages come. Certainly it can be brought through a messenger of light, but also it can come from a billboard that you drive by, or something that comes on TV, which was really on the onslaught. Very interesting to me, but they were words I needed to hear. So messages are powerful, and That's part of your growth, is how well do you listen to them, what credence you give to them. And it's about believing, believing that which is beyond that which you see. Medical issues. All right, I got it. So I want you all to think about that, because we do messages every Tuesday. And I want you to know that messages are really coming to you every day. And if you open to be aware to that, you'll begin to hear it, see it, feel it. And that is what helps deepen your faith, is that someone's always there with you. Someone's always watching you and participating in your life. Okay? Good. All right. So let's get started and see where it all takes us. So first is Christina. So as I have you reach out and to take my hand, I have to say to you, my hand is busy typing a message to you. So I would think that this means that something's coming to you either in a letter or on the computer, and I feel it is joyful. So it has pink, like a hue all around it, and the word I get with it is longevity. Mm-hmm. Yes, the pink does mean love, but it could mean a lot of different types of love. There's many, and different levels of love. And again, there's typing. So there must be someone in the world there around you that types messages to you. Maybe it's something you'll see on the internet that's typed. I do not know. But there is an attempt to have you receive these messages, whether it be in a letter, a message, or just a random sighting upon the internet. Sometimes we look so hard for things, and when we really stop to think about it, it's been sitting right in front of you all along. So I don't know. Be patient with yourself. And the task here is to become more awake as to what is important for you to know now, and to know where it's coming from, and to listen. We tend to want to not listen by listening to our own thoughts. And that's not the answer. Your own thoughts are not the answer. It's being awake. Okay, thank you, Christina. And good morning, Carol. And many blessings of safety are brought to you. And next, it disappeared. Marby. All right. All right. So, Marby, anytime you come and you take my hand, I see your beautiful smile. And I want to talk what's beyond that smile. And let's take a walk inside your heart. And it may take us a little while because your heart has been expanded. But it doesn't have that it's all that peace all along the way. Here I can see some peach trees. So you must let yourself enjoy a piece of peach pie or whatever way that is that you enjoy peaches. Okay. And there are also beautiful flowers going by. So I'm going to come to where there is a betrayal. Interesting, this must be recent because usually betrayal is held in the back of the heart. And this shows by 3 arrows. So this should mean that there's been 3 experiences of moments that you've seen someone or you've experienced something that have brought a sense of betrayal from them to you. Now, if we follow the point of that arrow down into a greater depth of who you are, what we're going to see is the original betrayal was to yourself. And it is the only reason that has brought this betrayal outside of you to find you. It's for you to understand first that you are the beginner of the one who felt appropriate to betray yourself for whatever reason. And we're going to bring a white light in here of clarity. That whatever could have been, would have been, may have been, isn't important in this moment. Let that all go. It's about where you're sitting now and who you are. And you see, that is the betrayal. You always think about woulda, shoulda, coulda. You're not living in this moment as if it is perfect, in perfection. And I misspoke when I said perfect. I mean imperfection. Because where you are now is allowing you to grow and to begin to embrace and be grateful for the self and to see that which does and is preceding you to begin to join by how things make you are alive and feel. Yes. So it's time to let the old betrayal go. I want to have it spoken that you were young and feeling not only yourself but the world and had not felt truly how you fit into it. But more so now, you are living a life where you are understanding you and you are beginning to feel that you are in a process of becoming oneness inside God and the love, which takes and embraces all this betrayal inside your heart, or whatever this incident is, and brings forgiveness and offers you to forgive yourself. The forgiveness from God has already been brought. Sorry. And so much so, if you allow, this will make a difference that you can simply slip those 3 arrows out and let the angels take them to heaven, which will give you the opportunity to stand in this world and to walk upon different feet. Ones that acknowledge the self, see the beautiful love that you hold and how you are in your world, and that the touch you give to another through the energy of your heart is such an important gift you hold. And for you to honor that. And it has value and it has worth about who you are becoming. So, Marby, I hope you've been able to hear these words and allow the white light of clarity to purify the thoughts about the self. Many blessings. Very good. All right. Barbara Ward. Yes, you could have a blessing today, Barbara. Being taken to the forest. And I can smell the pine energy of the pine trees. And as I walk up with you, holding my hand, many fall to the ground in honor of you. Yes. You see, I don't know how you feel about animals, but I can see how the animals feel about you, which is quite in a loving way. Excuse me, and the word save comes. That throughout your life there are many different animals that you have saved. So here again, it gives you another experience of a life thread for you to look at and to follow, and perhaps begin to gain the gift which has been held for many lifetimes. You know, animals speak through images in the mind. It's not about their sound they make or your sound you make. It is the gift of the third eye to produce images that are alive, that they can see, and to be able to see theirs. So, is the gift and the message today about you becoming present for animals? And I'm going to say yes. And perhaps not to be an animal healer, that's up to you. But if you can begin to give value and worth to those things and parts of you that have existed before, you'll begin to put all the greater pieces together in the experience of who you've really been and who you are and who you are becoming. Many blessings. My throat seems a little challenged today. All right. All right, Sandy. Oh, no, Elena, I'm sorry. Or is it Sandy? All right. I'll go to Elena and then I'll come to you, Sandy. Uh-huh. All right. So, Elena, I come to you and reach out with a energy of a pink hand, which is love. And I can see immediately there is an issue of accepting that hand. I wonder if you can feel the multitude of questions that come to you. And most importantly, one of them being your own worth and your own value and trusting and lasting. I could continue. So this is a place where I'm going to suggest for you to begin to write a journal about self-love. For you can only love another to the depth that you love yourself. So whatever issue it is you're having with another person, You need only look inside, and it won't take you very far away from some place in your heart to discover it. And it's where then you must forgive and have an understanding of why it even generated itself. You see? Yes, I can see. It's like tatters, like little rips in the wallpaper of experience of, I'll call them experiments. And I can see that it hasn't brought you fulfillment. And I say to you, first you must feel fulfilled and have an understanding of what love is. Do you trust how you love yourself? And if you do not, you will never trust another. For you have to have something about that word that becomes so real that you can believe it. And then you can begin to trust your heart and who it guides you to, and that if it's willing to trust that person in the same way it has learned to trust you, then there will not be any broken hearts, you see. There is no gambling when it comes to love. What people forget is to love themselves first. What is there to love? It's about loving all of you, loving the sweetness that you hold, the generosity that you give. I could just go on and on. You must take a moment and stop and write these things, and then go back and do I love myself for these things? The joy you bring into your own life. And you would say, well, do I bring joy into other people's life? And it's either a yes or no. And if it's not, ask why not. And you're going to find that it's the distrust that brings you back to not being sure that you can do it. Because have you done it for a long time that you've loved yourself and filled with joy? So I believe there's a time of growing here and really understanding what love is. And first, and always first, you can never love another more than you love yourself, or even begin, truly. So if you haven't done the exercise to really examine how you feel about you, loving another person really isn't on the docket, you see? So I wish you well. Do the work, and a beautiful relationship will be the end result. Not only from outside of you, but most importantly, will become strong and sturdy and assured and confident within yourself. Many blessings. All right. Sandy, so yours is medical issues. Well, I'm sure it was prayer that brought him back. And an angel answered your prayer, no doubt. So let's see what's going to come here for you. All right. So Barbara's saying, thank you for the small pine, smell of the pine trees. She collects pine cones for Christmas. Excellent. Well, they were speaking to you today, Barbara. Perhaps they've missed you on some level. All right, so we're here with Sandy. All was written down here? Oh, you're saying hi to people. I just want to make sure I had all your input. All right. So, blessings, Sandy. Let me take and let Mother look here for a moment. And this may not be the issue you were looking at, but I'm seeing issues within the feet and the legs and up the spine. Nervous system, and then it goes up and around the head. Actually, it goes everywhere the nervous system does, but also does the movement of the nadi system, which is how energy moves. So I feel there's a congestion here with both of them, both with the nervous system and with the nadi system. I don't know how you feel energy or if any of these parts of your body ache for you, but so I want you, when you lay on the bed and have time for a healing, call in. Let's see who is going to come to be the healer for you in this prayer. All right, so it's going to be Kuan Yin, and she's going to bring a loving light. And she's going to begin to start at the core of your being, 2 inches below your belly button, the Tantien, and heighten that energy and begin to take it then up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, flowing, expanding. There's nothing that the pink ray from Orion cannot touch and just move. Ashapata. So we're just going to take it through the spine, shoulders, up through the neck, and let it just move out and around your head, nestling it. And then we're going to go back to that place in your sacral and begin to let the nerves and the energy move down the legs and touching and embracing the ligaments and the cartilage, moving out and around the knees, opening all the little chakras, all the minor chakras, down the back and the front of the calves of the leg, Atapashini, gathering for a moment at the Achilles and the heel, Adahasha, 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 Adahapa, Adahapa, Abaha, Abaha, Yada, I am home. I am home. I am home. I know in my heart I am home. Let your fields extend way deep into the earth. Ooh, ooh. As it moves out into all the nerves, all the way out and around your toes. And I'm hoping that you're feeling enlivenment. All the little joints of the toes. And again on the bottom of the feet where there's so many nerve endings, it takes care of the healing of the whole body. Right now, I'm going to place Mother's hands underneath your feet and let that go wherever you need it to be. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I want you once a day to think that you walk upon golden sand. I don't have to tell you where it is. I need to only tell you what it is. Golden sand is heavenly love, heavenly remembrance of that which you are. So once a day, pick up your feet knowing in your mind's eye that you are heavenly love and there is peace inside you. Adaba. Anahasha. Good. Very welcome. Sandy Haas. All right, let's see here. Marby saying hello. Hello, Elvis. And you're very welcome. I'm glad you come. And there's going to come a day when you're going to be willing to receive a message, and that will be wonderful. For now, take a breath and breathe in all that happens. Thank you. All right, Joanna M. You can certainly have a message. All right. Now remember, all our messages are all for everyone. If you feel like it's for you and you want to take participation and do the same, then do so. All right. Joanna M. As I take your hand, we're once again walking in what would seem to be a forest, but we are walking up to a cabin that's broken. And I use the word broken because it has collapsed. Perhaps from a time before, but the memory of this experience has never left your consciousness. For there was once a great love experience here for you with children, and I believe this happened to you when you became elder. And the loss has been difficult to overcome. And I want to give you a packet, like a leather bag full of dust, the Heavenly Father's dust. But first let me tell you what it's for. What hasn't always been understood is memories are memories. And when things are still alive within you, you want it to be the good, the joy, the happiness. So first we're going to take that tip of a feather that has this clumped building, and let's pull it out and let the angels take it. They will find a home for that home, you see. And as they complete that, I want you to open that bag of dust and let it fill through the wood and the seams to make that log cabin real again. And hear the laughter of the children and feel the love of what you live there. This will bring a great healing into the consciousness of who you are, the transformation. For never again do you need to return to that which was full of, I even will not say the word, because now this memory is happy and free and supportive to who you are. So there is some leap in life that has been right in front of you for a long time. And because of the prickly of that feather that would always remind you, oh, but remember, And now that's gone. And now you're going to remember how you built something from the ground and how successful and profoundly the energy thrived. This is what you need to remember about yourself. This is the truth about yourself. As you release that pattern and let it go, let it be taken to wherever it does to be transformed. So shall it be. So many blessings to you, Sandy. I can't wait to hear what that thing is, why you needed to move into fulfillment. Many blessings. All right. Thank you from Barbara Ward. Barbie's asking everyone, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. So Cavell, I understand. Well, we'll see if she makes it by the time we're done. I'll send her blessings and her and Chase. Oh, here's Chase down here. Alita says thank you. It was beautiful. Yes, I knew you would show up. Wow. Oh my goodness, Sandy says all the problems started with the stroke 10 years ago. Brain, legs, back, now gastrointestinal. So spot on and beautiful. Thank you. Wow, Sandy, that was powerful. I don't always know what Mother's seeing and what she's doing, but yes. So you may want to consider to try a session with me and we can get more involved with that. That's certainly up to you and what your finances are, but very good. All right, Chase, back to you. All righty. Chase. So I'm hearing a word and I'm kind of letting it hang there. And the word is intimate. And I believe that would mean the relationship with you, which it's been a lot about that today. But let me see what else comes. Because I'm feeling that's not it. But if it is, we'll go back. Jeez. Take my hand. All right. Now I have it. I could feel the fear in taking my hand. And yet, why would that be? Why would that be? Why are you afraid of that who can see beyond all illusion? And immediately I hear the response, Chase. It's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to see it. Well, what we do know is you must be willing. So I will let this go. And I would assume my first word was something about that. So let's unleash our hands. And I bring gold light upon my hand. Do not touch my hand. We will go somewhere else. And today I see water. I see lessons in the water. And I want to say they're hidden in the water. So that must be something about your breath and being underwater. Perhaps a time you have drowned. And it could be what a lot of all the things that wanted to come up that have been about times when you have died. Oh, my signal says yes. In the paper. So, are you willing to move forward with this? All right. And I'm sure you know, Chase, that death isn't what the norm of humanity believes it to be. It's just moving to another world. But as you can see, as you're sitting there, you do return to learn more, to become more, to challenge, right? Things to show themselves to you. So let's say that this is being a challenge for you. Oh, in so many ways. And most importantly, within yourself, about you. Things written in the water, vows, old traditions. When I say those things, I can feel the rigidity in the nervous system of the spine, rejecting, rejecting, not wanting to be a part, not wanting to be a part, not wanting to be a part. The only thing that here today is about, Chase, is about finding you and God in your relationship. So we see what happens to your field when I say that to you. It's about finding you and God in your relationship. Yes, it's true. It's very intimate. It's very true. And then what we find in the world is those that feel that most find that they can get to where they speak freely about how they feel because they love that experience. So I say to you, what is it that you don't love about that experience? And certainly I know, even if I could hear you, I would not repeat what you say. But like the other woman earlier, I want you to write about it. I want you to discover this, the word is separation. You know, one of the key movements in our journey upon the path is truly becoming at one with God. Knowing that the I am that I am is so. So anytime that flares itself as a possibility of an issue, we must grab on tight and ride it like a rodeo pony, knowing that no matter what, you're willing to get beyond it. Because it's the passion of your heart to find that journey. It is the passion of your heart to find that journey. Even in the beginning when you're working with your higher self, to begin to know the she and you, whether it's a she or a him, become one, become the God essence, is a huge movement upon the path. A huge movement upon the path. So I understand, and my heart radiates to you and to help you find peace. That you will. For beyond it is the greatest peace you will have ever felt. And it will be a beginning, and it only grows and becomes more and becomes more in depth. You know, many times I have people who think, oh, this is it. It's never it. There's always more. Whether it's once a week or twice a month, it's going to continue to grow as you grow. It's not going to stop being wonderful. It's just going to continue to be wonderful. So, be where you are for as long as you need. Let it teach you and let it create a space where you have to move forward because your heart is saying to you, let's move beyond this. And you will move. I have no doubt. You will move beyond all this pain. And you will be free. And you will be looking forward and willing for each moment that becomes more light and more freedom. So, many blessings to you, Chase, to sit with you on this day. My goodness. I don't know why this came up. All right. And here's Marby. I have to be honest, Marby, it's also one of my favorites. We heard that Cracker Barrel has it right now. All right. So good mornings. And now it's going to be time for goodbyes. You know, it's never knowing what's going to come from your consciousness to Mother. You couldn't plan it. And it comes always as what's most importantly to be said in the moment. And if any of you talk to Cavell, no, tell her I send her love and safe travels. But the ups and downs in the journey are the ups and downs that we hold within our consciousness from all the lives we've led. So we must just learn to embrace. We must learn to listen and not take it personally, but know that it's that which has occurred to this consciousness of light you are that's growing. And that's the simplicity of it. So yes, today's Happy Tuesday. And a great many blessings to all of you. What's our time? Time to go. So tomorrow, I will open to have someone come speak. And please bring questions. You know what they have is peach cobbler with the ice cream. If you haven't had that yet, you got to try it. And I hope my cough is going to go away, probably as soon as I'm off. Yeah. Anything for anybody else? 5 today, 5 yesterday. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. As we send our light and love out to the world, a lot of things going on in the world today, and may they all have a intention of peace and harmony for the rest of us to support living, all of us upon this earth. You know, you have a lot of things going on, and we will all be safe. God will always keep us safe, and you must only know that true. Many blessings. See you tomorrow.